Alright, Tai, you're the host now, and can you make me co-host?
I'm working on it. There you go. You're now the
Thank you.
co-host.
Thanks a lot.
Hi, Tai.
Hello. Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
We got a good group forming.
Hello. Again.
Hi, Pat. Emily and Josephina I already talked to. Hi, Karen and
I'm back again.
Ken and Pam and Twee and Linda and Ayana. A few others are popping in. You know, I would say the old line of we have to stop meeting like this, but I don't agree with that. We have to meet like this often. So, you know, I don't want to play with that old line. Hi, Pam, and we got Ben and Barbara and Victoria. There he is. Hi, Ben. See Linda, Twee, Pam. I think I'm duplicating. Hi, Victoria and Barbara and Ben. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you and we'll get started. We're here today for Tai Chi for beginners. And so glad you're joining me for it. You have Michael here as the TA today. He's there for any technical issues or questions you may have. So feel free to reach out to him in chat. We appreciate our TAs greatly. Believe me, I greatly appreciate having a TA around. My name is Tai. I live in Florida in the US on the East Coast, just outside of Orlando. Some of you may have heard of a small thing we got going here called Disney World. I'm educated in biology, psychology, and computer science. And I had a career in several different capacities with some federal agencies. And then I went working at a medical center in management. And then I went into consulting. And from consulting to various medical centers around North America, where I traveled and taught, I retired. And now in my retirement, I take my experience and training in Kundalini Yoga, Hatha Yoga, Tai Chi, and Qigong, and I share it with you guys. Isn't that pretty cool? And well, I think it's cool because I love sharing. And then I also attend classes that get set up so you guys can share things with me. Today, we're gathered so that I can guide you through some Sung style Tai Chi forms and over time help you learn the practice. And then hopefully you'll take it at that point from just the mechanics that we teach in class and let it become a deeper meditative practice for you. Get set up where we learn from each other. Now, today's class is a movement class. So ideally, I can see you. You have your video on, your camera's turned on. But if you do not want to turn it on, feel free to leave it off. But if you are at the least comfortable, please turn it on because the more of you that have it turned on, the more I understand what's going on. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat. And the more I understand what's going on, the better I can guide you into the next movement. The class will be recorded. And that recording is available to you after class just by emailing help@getsetup.io. If you didn't make it in because you were able to book the class today because the class hit its limit and you came in through live stream, I'm really glad you made it that way. That shows you're really interested in attending and learning what we're doing. But of course, the best way is to participate is to join us in a class. So take a look at the schedule moving forward and see if you can book into a class and join us interactively. There is no marketing, no advertising on Get Set Up. Get Set Up is not paid to promote any specific product. Now, this is the important information. It is expected of you that you have gotten your doctor's authorization before any movement or exercise program. Only because your doctor knows what health conditions you have, any medications, what limits you may have. I don't know that. So I can't be perfect in guiding you. So you have to follow your doctor's advice, then follow your own body's reactions and make very good decisions of what you need to limit. And then you can follow some of my guidance within those limits. You've got to take care of yourself first. Now, Tai Chi has some objectives, good objectives. We're wanting to integrate the mind and body more. The more the mind and body work together, the more in balance you are mentally and physically, less likely to fall. So we're going to improve balance with, also we're going to add postural alignment, good posture and body awareness to that breath and movement practice. All in all, fall prevention. You're going to decrease the effects of stress because with Tai Chi over time, you start developing a more calm mind. You learn how to kick off that relaxation response that we so desperately need in our culture because we're too busy getting the stress response too often because of daily life, and we're not getting enough time with that relaxation response. Well, now with Tai Chi, you can enter that response. You can initiate it. You can bring it on to benefit from it. We're going to slow down. Tai Chi is just a constant experience of slow down, and experience life in the moment. How often do we think we just missed something because we were living so fast, running that we don't even remember what we did? That's living mindlessly. We want to slow down and live mindfully. And overall, we're going to be healthier. That's one of our goals. The body works more efficiently, even with gentle movements. You don't have to run a marathon just to help the body. Just move gently. Hopefully, one or more of these things hit home with you. Now, there's 3 basic forms that are shared in every class, and that is the Wuji Posture, which is the starting posture, the standing posture, whatever you want to think of it as. It's a standing meditative posture, the commencement form, and the opening close. So I cover those in detail in the intro class. That title is Tai Chi, Why It's Great for Seniors. If you haven't attended that at least one time, book it and attend one time because I'm going to talk to you about the history of Tai Chi, the schools of Tai Chi, and we're going to talk about these 3 forms in detail, where today I'm going to just kind of gloss over these 3 so we can get into other forms. We're going to be studying 12 forms. It's a Sung style that also discussed in the intro class, but we'll be doing 12 forms Sung style, and it's going to be composed of 2 sequences. One's called single whip, and one's called brush the knee. Now, each one of those has 2 versions. It has the left version and the right version. Let me go to the next page. This is brush the knee left and brush the knee right. Today, we're going to be studying brush the knee right. So the forms I'm going to detail for you start with a form called brush the knee, then play the lute, parry and punch, block and close, push the mountain, open and close. So that's what we're going to be focused on today. Do only what you're comfortable with. We're falling back on the doctor's advice and knowing your own body. So the doctor will tell you what you're capable of doing, and then your own body will tell you what you're comfortable with. Honor those directions. Wear loose, comfortable clothing. If you got on something tight today, don't worry. But the next session, wear something loose, comfortable. And some flat, well-fitting shoes. I do have people who have asked about going barefoot. You can do the practice barefooted. I don't recommend it. But if you're very well balanced and you're comfortable doing your practice barefoot, I won't try to stop you. Personally, I find Tai Chi is better with a little bit of structure to the foot with a soft, well-fitting shoe. I can do it in, I can wear tennis shoes, or I can wear deck shoes, or I can wear specialty Tai Chi shoes, which I ordered on Amazon. They're not expensive, and they're perfect for Tai Chi, and they're literally called Tai Chi shoes. If you're really hungry, you probably don't want to practice. Or if you've just eaten a good sized meal, you probably don't want to practice. It really will interfere. Always listen to your body. Take rest periods as often as you need. Sit down. Stop moving for a minute. Take a sip of water. If you feel any pain, stop immediately. If you feel lightheaded, stop immediately. Honor your body, support it, and it'll support you. Always stay in your comfort zone for what level you're willing to exert today. Maybe you're having a slow day. Maybe you feel real eager and you can do more today. Choose wisely. Stay within your range of motion. Don't reach any further than you're comfortable. And how long do you want to practice? If the 30 to 40 minutes of movement today is too much for you, stop when you want to stop. Maybe you'll rest for a while and resume. Move as slowly, as continuously, and smoothly as you're able. In class, we don't get an opportunity to go that slowly. And sometimes it doesn't feel very flowingly because we're trying to get through an education of the mechanics. But if you're one of the people who choose to practice between classes, slow it down. Over time, those mechanics are going to start smoothing out and you're going to enjoy it even more. Breathe, breathe, breathe naturally and easily. Don't hold your breath. When you're doing the movements, especially in your practice outside of class, use only the minimum of effort necessary. Don't use any more body muscular effort than you need minimally. If you can relax more into your body, do so. Start becoming conscious of tightness and muscular use in your body and see if you can reduce it a little bit during your practice. Imagine the air around you is somewhat dense. I like to think of it as a thick fog, and my arms are swimming in the air because I'm pushing against that thick fog and slowing down my arms. You might just imagine that fog is pressing against you and giving you a little bit of resistance as you move. Don't let that become a barrier for you. That's just an idea and a suggestion that you can use. Overall, let go. This is about meditative effort. So learn to let go during your practice. Remember, less is always more. And there's no hurry. There's no hurry in Tai Chi. If you do a home practice and you're going to do 5 minutes, block 10 minutes out of your schedule so that you have plenty of time to do your 5-minute practice. We have guidelines: mindfulness, slow movement, postural alignment, just standing straight, weight separation, balancing your weight on the feet, breath awareness, integrated movement, active relaxation, one of my favorites, and all the mind-body principles. Today, I like to focus on one of them in each class, and today we're going to focus on slow movement. You've done exercise programs before in life. Most exercise programs focus on exertion, lifting weights, running fast, straining, jumping as a means to increase strength and endurance. And I know when I was a young man, I did a lot of those. But Tai Chi is a different animal for young and old. It facilitates both strength gain and endurance using slow, relaxed movement. And it's just as effective. The slower the movement, the greater the strength and endurance benefits. You may have heard these people now who lift weights slowly. They have found that they can build a muscle faster and more consistently with slow lifting than the fast-paced pumping of weights. Isn't that amazing? Something that Tai Chi's been preaching for thousands of years, the gyms are starting to learn. Move slowly. So now let's practice some Tai Chi. I'm going to come standing. You're welcome to sit in a chair, or you're using a chair to your side while you stand for balance. I have the wall, and you'll notice every once in a while I will touch the wall to help my balance because I have issues with my feet. So I do recommend that you have water available during class. So if you didn't bring it today, you might want to step aside, grab some water, or at least bring it next class. And let's make some transition here and get some music going. Okay, I'm going to come standing. And I'm going to start with a sip of water. So find your Wuji. If you're new with us and you don't know what that means, just put your feet about hips width apart. Hips right over the ankles, or maybe the feet are a little wider than hips. That's fine. Your shoulders right over your hips. Relax the shoulders. The arms kind of dangle. And then soften the knees just a little. Make the knees a little spongy. That's Wuji. And then breathe. Breathe into your belly. Not your chest, but breathe into your belly. It's very relaxing once you learn to assume Wuji. Now, the first form is called Commencement. We're going to go through it once quickly before we get into our brush the knee. For Commencement, you start in Wuji. Rotate the shoulders, bringing the arms up. The arms drop as the hands come down, and the hands basically draw the letter U toward your belly button and then up the chest. Then the arms come forward and the arms come back. That's the upper body part. We'll add the footwork to it in a minute. Let's do the upper body part again. Find your Wuji. Inhale and bring the arms up. Soft elbows, soft wrists, soft knuckles. Drop the hands. Bring them toward your belly button, or the dantian as we like to call it. The hands come up the chest. Remember, you're pushing against a thick fog. Hands come forward, not the full reach, and then they come back to heart center. And then you come back to Wuji. Let's add the footwork to it. Now, the footwork involves paying attention to your balance. Bring your weight to the left foot. Bring your weight to the right foot. Just kind of sway back and forth. It actually feels good to do it. Notice how your weight is shifting from one foot to the other. Now, as your weight comes to the right foot, just pause and lift that left foot. Notice how easy it is to lift that left foot because there's no weight on it. That's safe. So we're going to take a step by bringing the weight to the right foot, lift the left foot and put the heel out and touch the floor, and then bring the weight down on the left foot. And then lift the right foot and bring it to join it. We took one step. But that's a safe step. That's a Tai Chi safe step. Instead of the way we normally walk, where we fall forward and catch ourselves, in Tai Chi, we put the weight on the foot, lift the other foot, and then step forward carefully and put the weight on it, and then bring the other. So your weight's fully on one foot before you lift the other. So let's come back to our Wuji. Bring the weight to the right foot. Lift the left foot and put the heel out and down. Very small step. Put your weight on the left foot. Your weight shifting forward. Bring the right foot to join the left. Okay, that's the footwork for Commencement. So let's step back and let's put the footwork and the arm work, the upper body together. So from your Wuji, stand tall, relax your body, soften your knees. Inhale and bring the arms up. Drop the hands. They come towards your belly button. And as they come up the chest, you're starting to bring that weight to the right foot. Step out with the left foot. Extend the hands. The weight's going to the left foot. Bring the right foot to join and then drop your elbows down. That's Commencement form. I go into great detail with that in the introductory class, Why is Tai Chi Great for Seniors? The next form is a very simple one, open and close. Your hands are together at heart center, and you just separate them, open and close, as though you've got a ball of energy between your hands you're holding, and as you inhale and separate, you're stretching the energy. And exhale, it comes back. Now, We're not going to do commencement form very much today. We're going to start with the open and close to practice our sequence today of brush the knee right. I just wanted to get you through those introductory ones to get us to this point. So find your Wuji. Bring your hands to heart center with an open and close. Open and close. Now, the first form we're doing today is brush the knee. And we're going to do it to the right. Now, I know I'm pointing to the left probably for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it once in this direction, which to you looks left, but then I'm going to turn around so that when I say right, I'm moving right with you. So I'll do it both ways. So just bear with me. But bring your weight to the left foot. Turn your torso to the right and step out with the right foot. Small step. Bring your foot back. Let's come back to Wuji. Now that's footwork that we need to do. For the hand work, we're going to take the left hand in front of us and look at the palm. Just bring that left hand out and look at your palm. Isn't that amazing that your palm's there? Mine's a very pretty palm. So just bring the left palm forward and look at the palm as the right hand drifts down to your side. So come back to the energy ball. Open and close. Brush the knee right. Left palm goes forward. Step out to the right. And that left palm is coming toward your face. And then it turns and you push out over the right knee as your weight goes to the right foot. Let me demo the whole thing for you. Open and close. Brush the knee right. So that's what we're practicing right now is open and close, brush the knee right. So I'm going to turn my back to you. So now the words and the motion should be the same. Find your Wuji. Your hands are ready with an open and close. Open and close. Left palm goes forward and you're looking at it. Right hand drifts down. Step out to the right and push your left palm out over your right knee. Now my weight's on the right foot at this point. So let's do that again. Open, close, left palm reaches out. You're staring at it, comes in toward your face. You step out to the right and the palm goes over the right knee. Now, I'm going to teach you a little trick with that right hand turn. Maybe it's just me because the way my hips are made, but what I find is before I make that right hand turn, it's easier on my hips if I take that left heel and just move it out a little bit, just a little bit. I leave the toe where it is and I just move the left heel out maybe an inch or two. And that kind of braces me for when my weight goes to the left foot and I turn 90 degrees to the right, my hips are a little more comfortable doing that. So just a tip, you don't have to do that, but for some people it works. Now, let me do the whole sequence and we'll come back and focus on the brush the knee form itself. Open and close, brush the knee. After that, we're going to play the lute. Then we're going to parry. We're going to parry again. We're going to punch, close, push the mountain, and return. That's our lesson today. So let's go back and the whole sequence is easy after you get through the initial brush the knee form. It's the hardest. So we'll spend more time on it than the rest. So bring your hands to heart center and we'll open and close. Bring your weight to your left foot. Bring your left hand out front. Turn your torso to the right and step out. The left hand comes towards you and then pushes out over the right knee. Your weight's on the right foot. Now, correct that left foot. If you notice right now, you got your left foot pointing that way and you've got your right foot pointing this way. You need to correct it so they're both pointing the same way. So you want to adjust that left foot so it's pointing the same way as the right foot and then bring your weight back on the left foot. Let's do that again. Remember, in Tai Chi, we're always rocking back and forth on our feet. Always rocking back and forth. It's always a rocking motion of one sort or another. So open and close, brush the knee, weight to the left foot, step out to the right, and the right hand goes out over the right knee. You come up on the left toe, adjust that left foot, bring your weight back on the left foot. That's it. We'll do it a few more times, starting to build that brain-body connection. So open and close, brush the knee right, bring your weight to the left foot and bring your left hand out. Turn to the right, take that left hand and push out over your right knee as you come up on the left toe. Correct that left foot, bring your weight back on the left foot and bring your right toe up. There's that rocking motion. Notice how I'm just going to rock back and forth. My right foot's in front of my left now. As my weight goes back on my left foot, my right toe comes up. As my weight goes on the right foot, my left heel comes up. Just rock. That's it. Just get used to that. We do it in a lot of the different Tai Chi forms. That's also building a little pattern in our brain to help us be more stable and have more balance. So back to your Wuji. Open and close. Left hand goes out in front of you and your weight goes to the left foot. That left hand now is going to start coming towards your face. You're going to step out to the right with the right foot, but that left hand is going to turn and go out, pushing over that right knee. Bring the weight back on the left foot and the right toe comes up. Nice. Now we're going to get a little tricky. My palm is pushed out over my right knee and it's facing away. It's like I've pushed something away. My right hand is down to my side. I'm going to turn this hand sideways. So it's my left hand. So I'm going to have the palm facing the right side. So it's like that. And then I turn the palm the right side. And my right hand is going to start coming up with the palm facing left. And they're just going to pass each other. Kind of a diagonal line. So I'm like that. And then I'm just going to, this is called playing the lute. Have you ever seen the old lute from historical times or like a little harp? It's got a stringed instrument. You're playing the lute. The hands are just strumming the strings. So they have to face each other while they do that so they can play the lute. So let's do that. Find your Wuji. Open and close. Brush the knee. Weight to the left foot. The left hand goes out in front.
Tai, I just got a message that the recording stopped.
Oh. Hey, Michael, did the recording stop? Well, I resumed it.
Oh, it's back on now.
Yeah, I started it back up. I'm not sure why it stopped. Huh. Sometimes, you know, hey, Zoom's not perfect. I hate to inform you guys, but Zoom isn't perfect. Yeah. I hope that didn't shatter a dream, but there are screw-ups. Thank you for the tip-off. Okay, let's go back and find our Wuji. Arms at heart center. Open. Now remember with that open and close, enjoy the sensation of inhaling as you open and exhaling as you close. Now for me, I do it with a rise in the knees and a sinking in the knees because that exhale, that close reminds me to go back and relax into my Wuji. I was telling somebody in class the other day, do this in the grocery line while you're waiting. Just do it about 5 or 6 times. That's when other people start noticing it and start backing away from you. So open. Yeah, you get calmer and you scare them away. Weight goes to your left foot. The left hand goes forward and you're staring at the back of the left hand. Turn your torso to the right and step out with the right foot. Bring that left hand in and it goes out over the right knee. You're up on your left toe. Shift that left foot and correct it so it's pointing the same way as the right. Bring your weight back on the left toe, and as you do, bring that other hand up and play the lute. And your right toe comes up in the air. Let's do that again. Open and close. Brush the knee. Hand goes out over the right knee. Correct that left foot. As you bring the weight back on the left foot, play the lute. Your right hand goes high and your left hand goes low. Nice. One more time, and then we'll go to the next form. Open and close. Brush the knee right. Left hand forward. Weight to the left foot. Turn to the right and step out. Right hand pushes out over left knee. Up on your left toe, correct that foot and come back on it as you play the lute. Now, after play the lute, your weight is on the left foot. Your right toe is in the air, and your hands are in this position where you finished playing the lute. Now, this confuses people, but the next form is called Parry. So we played the lute like this, but we're going to parry. I'm trying to get my hands against my dark shirt. Now we're going to parry by turning the hands like this. The upper hand palm goes down, the lower hand palm comes up. So they're side by side. Take your right hand and put the palm facing down. Take the left hand and the palm faces up, and then they just pass. It's kind of like playing the lute, but with the hands coming under and over each other. And this is called Parry. So we play the lute, and then we parry. Does that make sense? It's a little tough the first time you do it. Play the lute, the right hand goes high, flip the hands, and the left hand goes under the right hand. Yeah, I see you're getting it. Good. So let's add that to our sequence. Let's find that point. Find your Wuji. Open and close. Brush the knee right. Weight on the left foot. Step out to the right. Correct that left foot and play the lute as you come back on the left foot. Now, my weight's on my left foot. My right hand is high after play the lute. My right toe is in the air. Turn my right palm facing down. Turn my left palm facing up. And I parry by bringing that left palm under the right, and the right comes back toward me. That's a parry. And as you notice, as you parry, your weight goes to the right foot. There's that rocking motion again. Let's just rock back and forth a couple of times. You know, you parry and then reverse the parry. Just rock back and forth. Each time you rock, either the heel comes up or the toe comes up, and the parry just goes back and forth. There's your rocking motion. And you breathe. I'm going to turn my back to you and do this one with my back to you. So find your Wuji. Open and close. Weight to the left foot, left hand forward. Step out to the right. Bring that hand in and push out over the right knee. My weight's on the right foot. I'm correcting my left foot and I'm playing the lute. My right hand goes high. Now I'm going to parry. So my right palm faces down, my left palm faces up, and I parry. My weight went to my right foot. So let's take a step with the left foot and flip those hands over the other direction and parry right under left. Let's do that again. We actually do two parries in this one. We parry as we walk, and then we parry again. So we're going to take two steps, and one parry is one palm under the other, and then we flip them over and do it the other way. So it's like you parry one under the other, then flip them and do it the other way. It's just a flipping, both hands flip for the second parry. I need a black wall so this pale skin of mine will show up. I mean, my hands just almost disappear there, don't they? Can you tell I'm from Dutch ancestry? I'm about as pale as you can get. So, okay, let's do that. Open and close. Brush the knee right. Step out to the right. Push the hand over the knee. Come back on the left foot as you play the lute. This sends your right hand high. Bring your weight on the right foot as you parry left hand under right. Take a step. Flip the hands and parry right under left. Do that again. I wasn't able to watch you guys. Hope you're getting it. If you're new to this, you've only done it once before something, don't panic. We're going to be repeating these sequences for a few more weeks before we try something new. Oh, and by the way, I will come back to this one after we do the next sequence. So we won't ever abandon a sequence. We'll just mix it up a little bit. Did everybody see who entered the room with me? Yeah, I try to keep him out. It doesn't work. He just cries if I try to keep him out. Okay, open and close. Brush the knee right. Weight goes to the left knee. Left hand goes forward. You're looking at the palm. Step out to the right and push that palm away over the right knee. Correct that left foot. Bring your weight back and play the lute. The right hand goes high. The left hand goes low. Now, right palm goes down. Left palm goes up. And as you step and put weight on the right foot, you parry left hand under right. Now, bring that left foot forward with a step. Flip the hands, left palm down, right palm up, and parry. Beautiful. Parry, parry, punch. I'm going to do one with my back to you. Open and close. Brush the knee to the right. Play the lute. Parry the left under right. Take a step. Parry right under left. As you're parrying, you'll notice your weight's going over to the right, and then it's going over to the left. So you're doing that rocking motion on the feet, but you're also swaying a little bit to that foot. It kind of feels good to do that little swaying motion. Let me do it right towards you. And then I'm stepping to the other foot. I'm still keeping good posture. It's just as I'm going to the feet are going in front of me, so I'm moving forward and a little bit at an angle each time. So, okay, we got brush the knee, we've got play the lute, parry. We're gonna do a punch. Now, punch, you big guy, you're getting so in the way. Punch, you take your hands and make fist, and you put one right over the other at the wrist. It's not really punching, it's just moving the hands and putting them in place. So the punch is just cross the wrist. Yep. So we're going to add that with the next step because that's a third step. We step one with the parry, step two with the parry, then we step three with the punch. Find your Wuji. Open and close. Brush the knee right. Step to the right and push the right hand out over the right knee. Correct that left foot and come back on it as you play the lute. Right toe comes up in the air. As the right toe goes down, you bring your weight to that foot and you parry left hand under right. Take a step with that left foot and parry right hand under left. Take a step with the right foot and punch left wrist over right. I'm going to do that with my back to you. Open and close. Brush the knee right. Step out to the right. Play the lute. Step on your right foot and parry. Step on your left foot and parry. Step on your right foot and punch. Left wrist on top of right wrist. Now, come back on your left foot and you draw back. You're in punch and you just pull back. Both hands just pull back as your weight goes to the left foot. Your right toe comes in the air. Then you push back. This is close or block. So we're in punch, My weight's on the right foot. I pull back with my weight on the left foot. Push and close. Weight goes to the right foot. See that rocking motion? Each time I'm doing it, I'm rocking on my toe or my heel. Left heel down, right toe up, right toe down, left heel up. See, there's that rocking motion again. Pretty much you'll realize that the whole sequence is just a Tai Chi dance of rocking. So let's open and close. Brush the knee right. Rock to the right foot. Come back to the left. Go to the right foot as you parry. Go to the left foot as you parry. Go to the right foot as you punch. Left foot as you draw back. Right foot as you push the mountain up. Push the mountain up is just reversing and pushing up a little bit. Not high, just a little bit. Open and close. Brush the knee right. Bring the weight on the left foot. Play the lute. Parry left under right as you go to the right foot. Parry right under left as you go to the left foot. Punch as you go to the right foot. Close or block. Push your weight to the right foot as you push down a little and push up a little. You're up on your left toe. This is the tricky part right here. So when you push the mountain, your weight is fully on your right foot and you're up on your left toe. Pivot on the left toe. Pivot on the right heel. And you're back where you started with an open and a close. That's the tricky part. Don't worry about it too much. We'll be going over it repeatedly. Can't believe how fast the time is going today. Let's go back to our Wuji. Open and close. Brush the knee. Weight on the left foot. Step out with the right. Hand goes out over the right knee. Left toe. I'm on my left toe. I'm going to correct that left foot. Bring my weight back to the left foot as I play the lute. My right hand goes high. My left hand goes low. I bring my weight onto my right foot as I parry the left hand under the right. Take a step with the left foot and I flip those hands and parry right under left. Take a step with the right foot and the hands just cross with a punch. Bring the weight on the left foot as I draw back or close, block or close. Then push as my weight goes to the right foot. And I push the mountain as I come up on my left toe. Pivot on that left toe. Pivot on that right heel for an open and a close. If your feet are about hips width apart when you finish, you've been taking good sized steps. If your feet are wider, then you're taking too big of a steps. So you don't want to take too big of a steps. So open and close, brush the knee right. Correct the left foot and bring your weight back as you play the lute. Parry the left under the right hand. Step with the left foot and parry the right under the left. Take a step with the right foot and punch, put the left wrist over the right. Weight comes back on the left foot, right toe comes up as you draw back or block. Push the mountain as your weight goes to the right foot and you rise up on your left toe. Pivot on that left toe. Pivot on the right heel for an open and a close. That's the 6 forms for today's lesson. Let's practice it again. It gets easier every time you do it. Practicing between classes really helps. Take the recording and practice between classes for 5 minutes a day. When there's time in class, I've started combining 2 of them. Like maybe last week we had time and I did a single whip and a brush the knee in the same class. So we're starting to combine things and you'll get a knack for combining and extending the sequence beyond more than 6 forms, which is the goal. So open and close, brush the knee, weight on the left foot, brush the knee to the right, Play the lute. Parry. Parry. Punch. Draw back. Push the mountain. Back to center. And an open and a close. Okay, I'm going to do it with my back to you. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it with my back to you, but first let's start with a formal commencement form. So find your Wuji. Inhale and commence. The arms come up. You draw the U. Bring the weight to the right foot and reach out as you take a step with the left foot. Bring the elbows down for an open and a close. Brush the knee right. Play the lute. Parry. Parry. Punch. Draw back. Close. Pivot on your left toe. Pivot on your right heel for an open and a close. And then when you're through for the day, the arms go out and you do a formal closing as they come down. That's it. Let's come seated. Oh, Coda, you're right in my way, big guy. Okay.
What is it that you tell us? How do we get to the recording?
I'm going to repeat that in just a second.
Okay.
Hang on just a minute, and I'll repeat that as part of the closing. Who asked?
Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi.
Have you been in class before? I don't recognize you.
Yes, I was at the introduction.
Oh,
For
good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that because I get a chance to run down a couple of them in more detail. Yeah, let's talk about that recording in just a minute. Let me get those slides up, but that's an excellent question because we want you to have that opportunity. Okay, first thing to take with you is remember Tai Chi is a slow, mindful movement practice. I always feel like I'm going way too fast in class because I want to squeeze information in for you in class. But when you do your 5 minutes practice at home, slow it down when you're ready to slow it down. Maybe if you're new to it, you need to move fast just because you're building up the muscle mind memory. That's fine. But as soon as you're starting to get that memorized and understand the movement, start slowing it down. Start being mindful about your movement, being aware of all the sensations in your body, reaching to try to feel them. Notice your breathing. Well, class time is for teaching you the forms and the sequence. It's that practice outside of class where you'll really make great distance at turning it into a moving meditation. Now, if you don't want to do practice out of class, that's fine. Come and do it with me. That's fine. I have people in person classes do that all the time. But that 5 minutes a day of practice will make a difference if you choose to do it. And it depends on where you want to take your practice. If you really want to develop it into a meditative practice, or if you just like to learn the mechanics. I do highly recommend having some soft sounds, music, nature sounds, easy listening music, whatever you find relaxing, I highly recommend it. Of course, you may be a person who finds the silence more relaxing. That's fine. Thank you for coming today. And especially today, it's a holiday, and I'm really appreciative that you came and shared some of your holiday with me. I really appreciate that. If you're wanting to share some of your experiences on Get Set Up, and we do want to hear about them, then post on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you don't want to do that because you're like me and you don't get on those platforms very much, email Liz, liz@getsetup.io. And she will post it on the Get Set Up blog so that other people can follow your experiences and learn from them. My next classes are obviously Tai Chi for beginners because that's what this class is. And this is a repeating class so that we can learn forms, sequence of forms, and bring them together into a longer sequence. And I teach Tai Chi Shibashi, which is it's not so much as learning a sequence as just experiencing it with me. It's 18 movements in a specific sequence that we do for therapeutic reasons. It's totally for health and feeling better, making the body work better. So all you do in Shibashi is you come and just follow me for the time. That's it. You don't have to memorize a thing. Kundalini Yoga. I teach Kundalini Yoga for the chair and for mat on Fridays at 4 o'clock Eastern and Tuesdays at 6:30 Eastern. That may not start for a week. The Tuesday one, I mean, may not start for a week, but it will be starting. And a new class I have starting in a week is called Sit and Get Fit. It is chair-based fitness. You could even consider it chair-based gentle aerobics. We spend the whole time moving gently, but we're moving. It's good for getting a little bit of the heart pumping, a little bit of blood flowing, but without feeling like you're doing calisthenics. So come and give a chance with Sit and Get Fit with me. Watch the schedule. I can't quote the days and times because they're new to me, but check the schedule, please. Other related classes to this one are Qigong and slow flow yoga. I highly recommend checking them out. If you like Tai Chi, you're going to like Qigong, and I think you might just like slow flow yoga. Okay, let's see. Hang on just a minute. Yep, I am going to talk about the recording. Okay, after class today, I'm going to send you some notes. And those notes are going to give you the detail of what I covered today, as well as a very detailed description of one of the forms. I think the one I'm sending out today is Parry. Parry and maybe Punch. But you'll get that in detail words to help you with your home practice. If you come to enough classes, you end up collecting the whole series. And like baseball cards, I don't know, are they worth anything? You know, if you collect the whole series, these days, maybe baseball cards are worth a lot. But the notes will also have some suggestions for other classes on Get Set Up. They may not be related to mine, but they may just be something that sparks an interest in you, and you might want to just click on it and take that class. So read them, read the 3 and just see what you think. Important to me, though, is to give feedback. Give feedback tells the powers that be what you thought of the class, called the session, or the guide, me. So if you like the class, you know, here's your chance to give it 5 stars. If you're comfortable with me, here's your chance to give 5 stars. And you can type a comment like the class was too slow, or the class was too fast, or you know, whatever you think, feel free. And of course, the guide, give your comments here. I like to point out that there was a comment one day that my feet couldn't be seen in the lighting. So now if I see that there's not enough light, I turn on a lamp right on my feet. So that's an example of how your comments can improve the class. So please give me your comments. If you like what I'm offering, please tell them so, because that makes them want to put more classes on my schedule. And if you want more of a certain class, like Shibashi is greatly in demand. So more and more people are asking for it. So I think we're probably going to get some more Shibashi classes soon, but feel free to put in your request and add to the wait. Anything on Get Set Up, tell us how we could improve. What else do you want to learn? If you want to learn progressive tractor driving, here's where you can ask for that class. And they'll try to get, if enough people want to learn how to drive a tractor progressively, then they'll find a teacher. And but anything, how can we improve? Will the schedule, the calendar, could it be improved? Whatever is your opinion that could be improved, tell us, because you help direct the direction we take. Because let's face it, you and I are the seniors they want to serve. Spread the word. Get Set Up as a community. We want to share it with every senior in the world. So spread the word. Suggest a class, host an interest group. Maybe you are someone who's really good at progressive tractor driving. Maybe you could hold an interest group for people who are progressive tractor drivers, and you guys could get together and share better ways to drive tractors. Just imagine. Or more realistically, maybe you love to grow daylilies, and you would love to talk to other people who are in the daylilies and find out, how are they improving their daylilies? Where are they finding interesting colors? If you have an interest, somebody else has it. Host an interest group. You just push the button to start the class and say, hello, we're here to talk about this, and let the conversation flow. if you, we partner with assisted care facilities, senior living groups and organizations, government agencies, and community organizations. So if you're associated to any of those and you can send us the contact information, we'll reach out to them and see if they'd like us to partner with them. Now, as I believe it was Barbara who asked, recording. This session was recorded. And if you want a copy of it, all you have to do is email help, HELP at getsetup.io, and they will be glad to set you up with a copy of the recording. And if you just want to use that route to an idea for a new class, send it to them. So get the recording at help at getsetup.io. And that is today's class. So do we have any? We've got about 4 minutes. We can chat. Let me look at the chat boxes.
Hi, I tried that recording and it says it's not recognized.
A previous one, you mean?
I tried to get a recording of the Kundalini yoga and it says it's not recognized.
Oh, they sent you a bad recording?
Well, no, this didn't send me a recording. They just said when I get the email, I get help at getsetup.com. I mean, that getsetup.io, it says the email was not recognized.
Check the spelling because it should have been help at getsetup.io. I've emailed them, so try again, please.
Okay, I'll try again today.
Yeah, because help, HELP at getsetup. That should work. If that bounced, just try sending it again. The address is good. Maybe there was a technical glitch, you know.
Maybe I was thinking it might be a technical glitch.
Yeah, and hopefully it's fixed by the time you try again. But yeah, don't let that go. Check in with it.
Is it .io or is it .oi?
.io.
All right.
Like input, output?
Yes, okay.
Guess where that came from? Have you ever heard of .io?
No.
No, who has? It's all the 2-letter ones are international domains like .us and Canada's .cn. .io is a group of islands in the Indian Ocean that are a territory of the UK.
Oh.
Now, I'm not sure why the powers that be chose to get their domain through there, but I think that was kind of interesting that they chose this little series of islands that none of us have ever heard of to map their domain through. But I just thought that was colorful. But yeah, it's a group of islands that are territories of the UK in the Indian Ocean. So there's your trivia for the day.
Hi, I have a question about feet because I think I'm taking too big of steps. How big of a step are you taking?
When you one measurement is when you step forward, don't have the heel of the new foot much in front of the toe of the old foot.
Okay.
That makes sense. You know, like when your feet are together and you take a step, put this heel just barely in front of this toe.
Okay.
Very small step.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, Tai Chi, we don't do anything to extreme. We're very, now when you're doing the Parry punch, maybe you'll take a little bit bigger step, but don't go extreme. Keep it small.
Okay.
Yep. Let's
Tai,
see.
the sit and get fit is on Sunday at 6 p.m.
All right. Josephina is my new marketing agent. So, Sit and Get Fit is on Sunday. Now, what time zone is that, Josephina?
6 p.m.
6 p.m. in the Eastern time zone or the
Eastern.
Okay, 6 p.m. in the Eastern. If you go to getsetup.io, they will adjust for your time zone. There is a, I'm going to have to get this and start giving it to people in my classes. They gave me a link at getsetup.io that will take you just to my classes. But I don't know it off the top of my head. I think it's getsetup.io series, SERIES/TY, all lowercase. So I think getsetup.io/series/TY, but I'm not sure if that's right. You can give it a try. Also, Josephina, if you look in the help, Michael gave you a phone number and you can call them instead of emailing help.
Okay.
It's 888-559-1614 in the US.
Okay.
Yeah, give them a call. Get that recording. And if not, you can get the next one. But, hey, I can't tell you how much. Oh, there's so many nice comments. Pat said it was a fast-paced class. Yeah, thank you, Pat. And Pam, good to hear from you. Verna, do you have to step toe first on the right also? Typically, you step heel toe.
Yeah, but is that in the commencement? I couldn't
Definitely
tell.
in the commencement, it's heel and then toe.
On the right foot as well.
Well, oh, I see what you're saying. No. When you're taking a step, it's heel toe. When you're bringing a foot to join, you can do toe heel.
Okay.
Yeah, very good question, Verna. Thank you. Let me clarify that. So the feet are together. You step heel, toe. When the other foot joins it, you go toe, heel. Does that make sense? I walk a lot with my hands, you know. Yeah, very good question, Verna.
Hey, what was that number?
888
888
559
559.
1614.
Okay, thank you.
Tell them the problem you had. They'll
Yeah.
work with you.
All right.
Again, you guys have a great Memorial Day.
You too.
Thank you for spending some time with me. So good to see all of you and so many of that I'm recognizing. Ken, I've seen you a couple of times lately. Good to see you. And the rest of you I recognize very easily. So take care. Have a good weekend.